I think it's item 3 on that page. And actually, you can join the video if you'd like. So you will get a priority in the queue, right behind those that have made a donation. And the highest priority is people. There we are. Finally, I'm live. Susie B., if you have a chance to just check to see if the audio is working, it would be very, very much appreciated. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a website for the show. It's spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can watch the show live. You can also join the show there. You can join the video portion of this particular show, this webinar, at step, I believe it's step 3. Yes, step 3 on that page, and you'll see you can join it live, the webinar live. Press here. When you press here, if you don't have a Google account of some sort, it will ask you for one. You can create one there at that step. So not to worry. If you don't have a Google account, you can create one there if you want to get into the webinar. And the reason you might want to get into the webinar is because it's more fun. It also gives you a priority in the queue. Okay, but there are other ways to get priority in the reading queue, and one of them is to make a donation, which is number 2 on spiritmediumtv.com. That's the 8 no wait. We already have at least one donation. That's from Karen. Thank you, Karen. If you're waiting, I didn't see you waiting before. Let me see if you got in there yet. There she is. Karen just arrived. Hi, Karen. I know who you are. So Karen made a donation. If anybody else wants to jump the queue, you can do that, or you can join the webinar, and so on and so forth. Okay. What's going on with Susie? Susie, did you want to say something?
Joel, your video and your audio is perfect.
Perfecto. Oh, muchas gracias. Thank you, honey.
Yes,
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you, love. Bye. Okay. So as I was saying, you can make a donation at step 2 at spiritmediumtv.com. You can also get a sale. Whoopsie-doo. What does that mean, a sale? Sale means that you get a third more time than that for which you pay. So if you ordered, for example, 30 minutes, you get a third more time. That would be 10 minutes than what you paid for. So you get 40 minutes if you pay for 30. That's a pretty good deal. I think it comes out to be like a 25% discount or something crazy. So you get that at item 4 on Spirit Medium TV. And then I always ask everybody, if you'd like to join our mailing list, you could do so there on Spirit Medium TV, and you will get some free gifts. You'll gain access to free readings, which is from this show, but also there's other ways to get free readings. One of them is through a service that I represent called Oranum, and that you can get a $10 introductory bonus by working with them. So join the mailing list and you'll learn all about those little goodies and whatnots that are there for you. Okay. Just give me a moment to make sure nobody else has made a donation. As Susie B is on the phone lines today, and if somebody has made a donation, it will probably come through. And that donation, by the way, it goes in part to help animals, so don't think it's wasted. It's a charity for animals that it goes to. Okay, so we do have one other side connection, and we have several other things going on. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little focus subject, something hopefully of value to you. I hope it will be helpful to you. Then I will do a group message channeled. Okay, channel from whatever entities decide to come through. Usually it is the ones, which is also, they go by many names, the Great White Brotherhood, the 7 Archangels, Melchizedek. They are in that genre, if you will, of highest level beings that help with manifesting things on Earth. Okay, so that's going to happen in a little while. And then I go to the phone lines. I do other side connections, and then I do regular readings, healings, what have you. It's kind of come to my attention lately that I believe most of my charter is about healing to happiness. Although I do psychic mediumship, meaning connecting to those who've transitioned, I see that more as supportive of the real work that I do, which is helping people get on their path, get on their soul purpose, get aligned with their authentic self, of which All healing begins when you're aligned with your true self, not your toxic self, not your fearful ego self, but your true self. That's when everything gets healed. And that's when you evolve to happiness at a higher frequency. Okay. Now, how does this relate to the subject today? Is the following. Today's subject is light worker loneliness. Some of you that are listening have been chosen, most of you probably, to be doing light worker work. And actually, it just occurs to me now, even if you're not in a full-time effort, like a full-time employment or self-employed as a light worker, healer, a seer or a medium or psychic or intuitive healer or a life coach or whatever it is that you're doing, energy healer, even if you're not doing that as a full-time endeavor, uh, we all have a part of evolving towards the light. So light worker loneliness can really be generalized to any time you feel like you're not relating well to those around you. It means it's time for you to get in touch with your authentic self, your authentic work, and honor it. Honor it. Because the more you align with your own particular light or frequency, the more connected you become to Source and the less lonely you are. As well, in this particular article, and there's an article on my website, spiritmediumtv.com takes you to my website, and the title of the article is Lightworker Loneliness. If you're listening to this show at a future date and time, on the right sidebar above recent posts, you will see a search box, and you can place in there light worker loneliness, and this article will come up. Wow, we got a lot of people today. All right, so if you are a light worker per se, you might at times feel, and this can be generalized to the general public as well, when we're calibrating our uniqueness, when we're getting in touch with who we really are, we might at those times be letting go of the old to bring in the new. It's kind of like the caterpillar phase. And it's not like one caterpillar phase, we're always evolving. I believe, I'm not sure where this comes from, but somewhere along the line, I heard every 7 years we have completely new cells within our body. So just think about that. How many times does 7 go into 49, for example? If you're 49 years old, 7 times you completely reinvented yourself. So we're always reinventing ourselves. And when something is no longer working for you as you evolve and change, it's time to first spend time alone with that. Go into stillness, if you will. Let it seep in. Let it sink in. And then start to find your particular match vibrationally in the external world. So we always, as light workers, can feel very isolated when we are attempting to relate to that which once was who we are, but it moved to something new. Because the work of a light worker is highly unique. Usually it's very creative, and through creative pursuits, art, writing, healing, spiritual work, spiritual counseling, through creative work, we evolve to our higher self. And in that evolvement, we should then seek like-minded people. So when things don't work the way they used to work, seek the new community that you belong in. And if you are feeling loneliness, okay, it's because you're recalibrating. So allow the recalibration to occur by being in stillness, by spending some time alone in nature, by meditating, by journaling, by following your feelings in the moment, and then seek community to what you really are. So calibration or recalibration is a very positive thing. Loneliness is a very positive thing. It just means that you're changing from what you once were to something new, and that something new needs to be born, and then you need to find the community that vibrationally matches that. So anybody out there who feels that you're going through that cycle, like it's a dark night of the soul or what have you, fear not. Allow the process to evolve, allow the shedding of the cocoon to occur, and allow that new butterfly to emerge. And always remembering that as you emerge as a new butterfly, you will need to find the community that matches that calibration, that frequency. So the answer is then allowing yourself to evolve and then matching your vibration. Okay, so we're going to do a brief meditation, prayer, energy connection, and then we will go to the phone lines after a channeled message. So everybody listening, if you would please sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdominal area. Breathing in deeply and exhaling, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed, feeling good about yourself, asking for spirit to come in today. If you are wanting an other side connection, please ask that those souls and spirits that you seek to speak with, ask them to join us. Have them sit in the room with you, saying hello, hugs and kisses. If you are looking for an answer to a life question or healing, or somebody asks for a channeling of their guides, whatever it is, just focus on that and give thanks that it will be done. As you do that, I will go off and do the prayer. I will be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to talk about this idea of recalibration. The energy spheres on Earth are indeed evolving, just as you are feeling evolving. It is not the same Earth as it once was. Would you not agree? Each day a new frequency arrives. A new planet is born. And if you think about it, there is always a death to life, life to death cycle that is going on around you, within you, and about you. You indeed are part of a life to death cycle. At each moment in time, there is something in you dying, but there is also something in you being born anew. It is only when your cells stop being born anew, stop recalibrating to your DNA, that you find you are shifting to a new vibration entirely. That transition of mortality would be called death in the earth eye view. However, we as the beings of the light do not see that as death. We see it as recalibration. So if you are recalibrating, you might feel as if you are dying or that something about you has ended. It is not the time or the place to fear the end. It is rather the time and the space to recognize feeling isolated, feeling alone, feeling fearful perhaps, is the beginning of something new. Cycles continue. Nothing ever ends. All is infinite. We would like to remind you of that, for several of you are feeling isolated and alone that are within the audience today. We want to remind you that this is simply recalibration of purpose, recalibration of life, recalibration of who you are. It is a beautiful honor to recalibrate. Welcome the new light for yourselves. Namaste. Oh, herald the new. Okay, I'm going to go to Brianna, who's looking for an other side connection. And I already felt who was there for her. Hey, Brianna.
Hi. I actually was thinking I wanted to ask one question about my brother.
Okay. Is that another side connection, or is that something else, love?
No, my brother's here in the living. But I mean, I don't know if I ask the other side of it or you.
Oh, well, that's a good question. But when I do other side connections, I mean, I'm connecting to somebody, a deceased loved one in the spirit world, and I give those callers priority. If you're asking about someone living, then that would be called a life question. That's how I designate it. And I don't,
Okay.
I just in the interest of being fair, there are other people who actually are ahead of you because they made donations for life questions. So that's fine. I'll just answer your life question and we'll go with that.
Oh, okay.
Or I could bring in your father and then he can answer your life question about your brother, which could be another way to do this.
My father is not dead and he's not in my life.
Okay, so I feel a father figure for you that is in the spirit world. Or I
My
felt
grandpa.
yeah, probably. All right, so go to your question, darling. Go ahead, honey.
I was just gonna. My brother just lost his job, and I just wanted to know if you see it lasting long for him to find employment or if something coming in.
Hold on, honey.
And he's my twin brother, so.
Okay, that doesn't make any difference really. So you're asking about work for bro, and let's see what we get for that, honey. This is for Brianna, and she said 316. 11. Oh, you know what I would need his name, please, and the first letter of his last name, please.
Brandon R.
Brandon R. Okay, 2 B's, huh? Yours is Brianna, his is Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. He's not going to get work right away because this guy, your brother, is a very well, he's very creative. Okay, and underneath it all, he really doesn't want to be employed. He really wants to be free and be creating. I get a feeling like he's some kind of an artist or a graphic artist or whatever he's doing. He's very, very creative. What does your brother do, honey?
He does music.
Okay. Well, you see, he really doesn't want a job, and so that kind of energetically works against him because he really wants to be creative. He wants to do his thing. He wants to get more contracts and that kind of a thing, and maybe move from job to job as a contractor, that sort of a thing. So if you're asking me about that, that's the direction they're leading me in, and I have to go in that direction. So let me just see what the next thing is for him as a musician is. Well, what I get is it's going to be a little bit of a waiting period. I feel that he is trying to get geared up for something new, and that it would be moving more from jobs to more freelance work. And I do feel that he will be able to do that, and I don't think it's going to be very long. So this might be better news than you thought, actually. He is on his life path. He knows what he wants. I also feel, even though he is your twin brother, you're probably very, very close with him, and I know you're very loved. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Brianna?
Hello?
Oopsie daisy. Hold on for a second. Brianna, can you hear me now?
I'm sure that
Can you hear me now?
yes.
I had to take the headset off. Brianna, can you hear me, honey? Now no one can hear me? Susie? Brianna? No one can hear me? Susie, are you there? Susie, are you there? Now no one can hear me. Susie's not there. I don't know what the heck happened. Brianna, can you hear me, honey? Alrighty, I guess I'm going to have to dial in again. Wonder how I'm going to do that. I'm dialing in again if anybody's bothering to listen. And my computer is as slow as molasses. I'm not having any response from my computer. Oh, there it is.
Start your show now, press 1.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Susie?
And also,
Susie?
yes,
I'm here, honey.
yes, dear.
Okay,
And
sorry.
I'm telling them about your website and how you have many things to offer and lots of information available on your website, which is www.spiritmedium.lore.com.
Oh, thank you, honey. SpiritMediumLaura.com. There's no dot in front of the Laura. Thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Brianna, honey.
Okay.
Thank you, love.
All right.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I'm still here.
All right. So I feel that he's making career change is what I'm saying. That's what I'm kind of picking up. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I need you to respond to me at this point so I can go back into the answer.
Well, I was just going to say that he doesn't have a college degree and he was with this job for like 3 years and they just hired him out of nowhere yesterday.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of worried about like where his life is going and
Okay. Yeah. Well, the answer that's coming in is that it seems to me that he's really an artist at heart, a musician, and that's where his bounty, that's where his abundance will come from. So if he hasn't thought of doing anything with that to make money,
he never thought he could make money doing that.
Right. So I'm suggesting that he might want to do that. Just try a little bit because what I'm saying is, this is very important, that his actual identity, his authentic soul self is the artist. And that's where his abundance will come from. And if he does try a little bit, he will be, this is what I'm making a prediction, okay, based on all this information, is that within a month he's going to find that there's something going on in that direction for him, that he will be able to get some kind of employment, making money in that area. It is a skill he has. Not like he doesn't have any skills there. Okay, so it could be like an audio technician, or it could be that he's going to be in a band, or he's going to do something with that. So I suggest you tell him to do that as a lead, of do something related to the music that he loves to do so much, and see where that brings him. Because what I'm getting is this real unique sense of self, his soul's identity is this artist, and there's something profound about that. When one taps into what they really, really, really are, what they really, really, really want to do, the universe is set up to support that. It may sound a little woo-woo to you. I can give you long, long stories about it, but I got a lot of people waiting on the phone line. But that's what I'm recommending, that he go and give that a little wiggle try, because I think that's going to unlock something for him, a lot of potential, a lot of abundance. Okay, Brianna?
So do you feel like it's like something stable coming in, like for him to pay his bills and stuff?
Okay, just do what I just do what I said. Let's see where it goes. Okay, it could be stable. All right, follow the flow of what he wants to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to read to you on a basis of fear. I'm going to read to you on the basis of spirit provides when we follow the thing we were born to do. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Okay, sweetheart. All right, honey. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Bye, honey. Yeah, I need to talk about that. And sorry for the cutoff and everything, but the theory here, which if some of you have never talked to me before, you don't know anything about me, but Spirit keeps teaching me this. So I have to teach you this. I mean, it's just the way it is. When we try to do something that we think we should do, because we're fearful that we won't pay our bills, it usually doesn't work out for us. Or if it does, it just makes a life of quiet misery, of where we're shrouded from our greatness. You know, we do work we hate, and we never get really that ahead because we really don't like it, and the universe is not supporting us. If we're lucky enough to know what we really want to do, and that's not so easy to know because we're all trying to we all lie to ourselves constantly about that. But if we are lucky enough, if we can get in touch with that and we support it, that's where our abundance will come from. That means money, that means opportunities, that means lucky coincidences, synchronicity, all these things. So if you really love to do something, or you feel that that's your unique thing that you're all about, if you know what that is, follow it. Okay, take the leap. You're going to find you're going to be supported. Particularly now on Earth, the vibrations are in that direction. That's where people make fortunes, fame, everything. Success comes from that these days. That's the way the vibrations of Earth are. Okay, I'm going to go to Karen, who made a donation. Karen, sorry to keep you waiting so long, Karen. Hey, Karen, how you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm good, sweetheart. How are you? Thank you so much for taking my call.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the donation, and the animals, thank you too. Rough, rough. Okay, what can I do? What can I do for you today, honey?
My question is, I've been having a lot of, not a lot, but some problems I've been trying to find out and fix. And I finally went to an organic person, and he's helping me with diet and exercise. But he did say my hormones were off, and that he's doing did the last saliva test and everything. Will he come through for me to help me balance out this last part? I think that I'm on this journey, but I finally figured it out, and he helped me.
No.
I think he'll get it.
Okay, what's his? Can you give me his initials at least? His initials?
Yes, there's Dr. G.
Dr. G for Karen. Hold on. I wonder why you're. Don't say anything. Well, he is very knowledgeable in this area, particularly in hormone balance and replacement. He does know what he's doing. He's spoken to a lot of other physicians about this. He works with an organic facility or a holistic facility when he does offer this. It is not going to be invasive or alien to your body. It will work in harmony with what you're already producing hormonally. He won't overdo it or he won't overstep it. I wanted to see one or two things more, honey. Hold on. I'm not quite sure about something. I'm going to ask a question silently about Dr. G. I feel that he's doing something different than bioidentical hormones. I feel that he's doing something with supplements, like maybe herbal, if you will. Is that correct, love? Or you don't know? Yes. Okay, good.
That is correct. That is correct.
All right.
I want to do bioidentical if that is the way to go. What do you tell me?
Well, I'm more in the direction of herbs myself. I used to do bioidentical personally, and with the advent of healthcare changes, the physician I was using wouldn't accept the new healthcare I had. So So I decided to research it to see if there was any way I could do it with herbs. And indeed I did. And I felt better too when I went off the bioidentical, because I didn't realize it, but it was sort of drugging me. Okay, I was like, really wasn't myself under them, and I didn't even know it. Yeah. So I'm using a soy thing. It's not soy. I'm sorry. It's a phytoestrogen thing. It's from a bean plant. It comes from Thailand, actually. And I also am using something else called Vitex, which is chasteberry tree. So I use those two things together, and I'm really balanced. I don't have any problem in that area. So, and then I just was reading on somebody's website today, somebody I might be working with, actually, that she's a health coach, and her doctor had told her that she wouldn't need hormone replacement therapy, and he just got her on a good diet, real food, mostly fruits and vegetables and all that. And that's her methodology. So it's funny you would ask that today. We've got all this stuff around it. So I'm getting a yes for Dr. G, and I'm getting a good thing with this. So
Okay, because I'm gonna switch to the Kalo diet. Have you heard of that?
yeah.
It's a lot of fruits, vegetables, more lean meat.
Yeah, I mean that's
No
the best.
carbs.
That's the best diet. Some people don't like to eat any meat at all, but the balance of the diet, according to what I understand, I am a certified health coach, but I'm with Dr. Bill Sears. I have a certification from that group. And even in my own body. But when we eat mostly fruits and vegetables, which is also called a Mediterranean diet, which there is some meats and stuff like that in it, right? It's lean meats, but mostly fruits and right? And low carb. Not a lot of carb, nothing processed, because paleos weren't processing anything, right? They weren't eating. They didn't eat dairy either, but they did eat eggs. So yeah, that's a very healthy diet, from what I understand.
Okay.
And
That's where I'll go then. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay,
You're
bye.
welcome, love. Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So everybody, again, I'm not a physician. I'm a certified health coach, yes, and a medium, blah, blah, blah. And all I can do is really educate. I am not in replacement for legal licensed professional medical advice. Okay, just to bring in that little bit of disclaimer. Okay. I just want to make sure there was somebody, I think, who was very much the one who wanted the spirit guide channeling. Disappeared, but I don't know why. Sometimes and her name is Amanda. Hey, Amanda, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, sweetheart?
Good.
Okay, where's 704?
So,
I'm just curious.
North Carolina.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so go ahead. What are we going to ask? Go ahead.
So I'm working on channeling and working on some of my potential clairvoyant capabilities, and I just wanted to see what the spirit guides are saying about my progress. I mean, is there something more that I could be doing? Am I doing something wrong? Not meditating long enough? That kind of thing.
Say hello to your baby for us. Big hug, big kiss. A virtual kiss, a germ-free kiss. Okay, best kind of kiss. All right, all right. Is it a little boy?
It's a little girl.
A little girl. All right. Let me just go now to your guides and see what. Morgan. Hello, Morgan. Okay, so let's go. Amanda, and she's from 704. Is she on point for her gifts? Is she doing the right thing? Is she moving ahead with all that? Yes or no? Hold on. I will go into a channeling state. Yes, you are on point for your gifts. You're using them. You're using them the right way. You're taking your time with your progress and your development. It looks like you're taking some kind of training. There's a self-paced aspect to it, it looks like, and you're moving along nicely. You will eventually gain more opportunity to work in group settings with other people. Right now, it feels like you're more on your own, trying to do this work, on your own. The isolation is necessary now because I know it may feel like you'd like to be with groups already, but it's good that you're gestating in this way, because the gift is similar to a seed. Everybody's gifts grow at different rates and different ways. So it's just like a plant. We put a seed in the ground and then it grows. Some plants shoot up quickly, other plants move slowly. Whatever it is. Your plant needs a lot of TLC right now. Let me see why. The seedling is growing, but slowly at first. Eventually, it will grow into full flower and full performance, and you will be seen by others as very gifted in the work that you're doing. You also have a healing talent, and you will be healing others with your gifts. Don't overlook the healing aspect of the work, because there's a lot of vibration that comes in through the channeling that you do, sweetheart. There's a lot of vibrational shifts that will come from that, and that will be your primary focus, will be healing through the channeling. It's not just channeling entities without words. You'll have words to the channeling, but there'll be a vibrational shift when you're bringing in the entities, and people will feel working with you. You also will be doing hands-on healing, which you have not yet begun, which will be more like, energy healing, that kind of a thing. Something else. Wait a second.
Is there anything else I should be doing?
Wait a second, honey. I'm trying to pull.
Besides...
Wait, Amanda, honey. Hold on for a second. I'm getting something. I'm just trying to get it for you, honey. Okay, you're writing a lot. And they said, they use the word, the tabloid that you've begun in the other room is very important. They mean the book that you're writing and you're doing it in another room in the house, that's working for you, and you will find a lot of success from your writings as well. So for now, that writing that you're doing, I think is a form of channeled kind of healing work. That's also going to be very, very conducive to your growth, but also to your work. And that you will be creating a body of work from that. Now, if you're not doing that, you should be doing it. Now, what were you asking me, love? Go ahead.
Oh, just if there is something more I should be doing, but I don't know, like meditating longer or more, but you kind of touched on that with writing more.
Yeah. Are you channeling? Are you writing when you channel? Are you channeling stuff and writing it down as it comes through? Because they're saying you should do that.
Sometimes I just don't know if it's me or, I have a very active imagination. It's easy for me to imagine things and picture things and, all that stuff. So I always wonder if it's me making it up or if it's actually, someone coming through or
yeah.
Get little like random pictures of like somebody and I'm like, I don't know who that is or what that's about, but they don't say anything, they don't do anything. It's just like an image of somebody.
Yeah.
And I don't
Okay, so
know what to do with that.
No, that's fine. Okay, so most people, okay. I'm going to tell you what to look for the feeling. The feeling should feel a little. The feeling should feel as if it's coming to you. You're not making it happen. It's a feeling of, when I feel it, it feels like somebody took over my body and my mind and is giving me the words and or the pictures and or whatever it is. It's only through, okay, it's only through doing it that you train yourself to sense that feeling, because until you do it, you won't know. It's like riding a bicycle. It's a feeling of being balanced on the bike. So it's the same thing here. It's like you have to keep doing it and work through that second guessing. So how do you get to that feeling of like relaxed, like it's that little woo-woo feeling, like I'm a little bit in a trance and something's coming in and I'm going to honor that? You do it through a meditation, and you get in a daydreamy state. And then they also told you that the journaling or writing you're doing should be the primary tool you're using now, recording what comes in. Okay, recording what comes in, and this will help you develop a lot. It's a gestation period of being on your own, and then eventually you'll start to sense more often when it's coming from, when it feels like it's coming from somewhere else other than your own brain. But that's very normal. I honor everything I get when I do the work. I always honor everything I get, but I also follow steps, LOVE. There's steps I use, okay? I have courses on this. I have introductory courses. Just go to Spirit Medium Coach, spiritmediumcoach.com, and you will see everything there. It's a web, that redirects Spirit Medium Coach, COACH, yeah, coach.com. And that's all my training stuff. Anybody listening, by the way, there's free videos there, and there's also course material there. And I also want to say that I just sent out an email. I'm just prepared it today. It'll come out next week, where I'm asking people if they would attend an online clairvoyant healing course that I will be doing on a regular repeating basis. And it will be teaching. It's sort of like the fulcrum of this core of what a healing medium would be doing, or a clairvoyant channel, or what have you. All right. Okay, well then put down, go to join my email list and you'll learn more about it. And I will be doing it online. I'm doing one in person down here in Florida, but I will also want to do one online on at least once a week at a time that people can attend. And, you can come in and out of it, or you can repeat it, you cannot repeat it. But basically, it's going to be looking and reading chakras and I work with John of God entities because that's what first came through to me. I channel St. Ignatius Loyola. I started that over 35 years ago and recently discovered that is the same master entity to John of God, the famed healer from Brazil. Are you familiar with John of God, honey?
I've heard it before. Maybe I actually read about it on your website, but I haven't had any experience with that.
Okay. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be like I'm calling it clairvoyant healer or clairvoyant healing to happiness, but it's sort of like the core of what I'm supposed to do. I was just talking about doing what we're each supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do this kind of healing mediumship, if you will. And it will allow intuitives, light workers, healers, each of you to progress in your own way and learn a healing modality, but each, customize it in your own way of what you need to do. So join my mailing list and you'll get more information on that, okay?
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lev. Bye-bye. Okay, sorry I'm taking so long, but that was information that I thought needed for a lot of people. I do have an other side connection here. Do I have anybody else who made any kind of donation here? I just want to make sure. We have a lot of people today on the middle of the day. It's interesting on a Wednesday. I'm going to go to Jackie, who's wanting other side connection and a healing. Maybe this will allow us to do at least one other side connection today. Hey, Jackie, how are you, honey?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, darling. So you had said you wanted other. It's hot. You're in Jersey. Are you in New Jersey, or where are you? No, Jersey.
Yes, I'm in New Jersey.
Okay, all right. There is a mother figure in the spirit world for you. Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
All right. Let me just see who wants to speak to you. Mother figure. You're a very healing person, she says. I need to get to her. Okay, so there's a woman who presents before me. I'm just seeing a shadow of her right now. She seems to have a little bit of a fuller figure, or a stockier kind of build to her, and whoever I'm seeing. So just be open about it right now, Jackie, okay? Because I don't have the details yet. And then her hair looks like she likes to wear it fluffy and tall on the top, and maybe come down a bit. It's narrow though, comes down a bit to the sides. She's fair skinned. But she also looks like her original hair color is brown, or darker brown, if you will. She's got a stronger nose, high cheekbones. Hold on for a second. Her skin seems to be carrying a little bit of extra oil on it. And there's also a name that comes in, like an M name, like Millicent. So I can also take that back a couple levels of detail, but I get an M name that goes around. It's either her or people in the family. She's very strong-willed. She also, okay, so now I'm going to come back to you. There's a lot of stuff here, okay? I'm getting a lot of stuff, but I don't want to develop it unless you're starting to understand who it is. Do you understand who this is, please, for anyone you would know?
Yes.
All right. Something about the face is fleshy, okay, because she's carrying extra weight on her body. As a matter of fact, a little bit of pock marks because she must have had maybe some little acne when she was younger. Just when she gets older, it doesn't look like that. She's a few little craters in the skin, not much. An oilier complexion, fair skin, dark hair, mother type to you and other people. She has on Earth, it looks like she would have at least one male born to her, not only you. There's a few other people in the family that are with her in the spirit world. She's not alone here. She's coughing a little bit. I don't know why she's coughing just yet. Just to let you know, she's coughing a little bit. She might be foreshadowing something that went on with her health. I don't know yet. I'll let you know in a minute if she wants to divulge that to me. She also likes to play. It looks like she likes very lovely kind of woman. Seems like she likes to play games of some sort, like I don't know, cards or something, pinochle, something like that. She also likes her little munchies and her crunchies, maybe her candies and things like that when she's doing that. I know that sounds strange, but these are the things I'm getting for her. And she's also kind of wider in the chest area, and then as she gets down to the hips and whatever, she gets a little bit more narrow. Are we still on point for who you're thinking of, please?
Yes, somewhat, yeah.
All right. All right. So she's coughing a lot of problems with her throat and her lungs. Yeah, okay. A very, very severe illness. It takes itself by storm towards the latter part of her life. She never quite recuperated at all. I mean, she didn't have a remission or anything like that. It just took her lungs by storm, and there she was finally on a respirator, not able to breathe, or something helping her to breathe, but not able to breathe on her own. And finally, she transitions to the spirit world. She shows me that towards the end of her at this end of her illness, she's more like out like a light than awake. It's not like there's a waning away, but she's sleeping when she passes, or she's not alert when she passes, if you will. Several people at her bedside. She says one of them was you. Would you understand that, please?
That sounds more like my grandmother.
Did she have a problem with her lungs, love?
She needed breathing help from time to time, and my mother did as well. My mother has COPD.
Did your mother pass of COPD, love?
Congestive heart failure.
Okay, but okay, so I didn't really. I think that the COPD and the congestive heart failure and all that is what she's passing of. But she just said that she was that people were near her and she was in a sleeping, or maybe you could say a coma state as she's transitioning.
It could sound like her sister as well.
All right, so we haven't gone to a level of detail yet. Okay, did Mom have dark hair for most of her life, please?
Yes.
All right. Did she have a fuller figure, please?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Did she have a little bit of a crater under her skin, particularly on the left side of her cheek, as if she might have once had acne or whatever? I don't know what that's from. I won't try to conjecture, but I do see a little bit of crater there, like a pock mark. Would you understand that, please?
No, she really has smooth skin.
Okay. Well, let the record strike. There's something there on the left side of the cheek, but it's not terrible. Okay. It was from when she was younger. I'll just say like that. Okay. It's very mild right now. I can see what they show me is sometimes right down to freckles sometimes. So I just see a little bit of something there. Overall, though, her skin is nice. It is very moist. I'd say that. A little bit of oily. Whoever this is. Did Mom have oilier skin?
No, but she would break out into sweat. Yeah.
Okay, so I see that on her face. Okay, I see the shininess right now. She's showing me that. Her nose is a little wider, but good size. It's not too big for her face. It's a little bit on the longer side, but everything is in proportion. She also shows me a high forehead, which I didn't say before. She also says a bit of an arch of the eyebrows. Okay, and did Mom? Well, would you understand all that from Mom, please, or anybody out of the?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do.
all right. All right, now she's showing me a few other things. Did Mom like to play cards or any kind of board games, or maybe even go to? You're in New Jersey, so maybe go to Atlantic City or something. Does she like anything like that, please?
No, not really. But her sister used to like to gamble.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, then we're going to put that on the side. We might have a few people together because she did say there were a few people there. And we got a composite. Okay, so we put her on the side with the gambling. Did Mom like to eat her little snacks, like candies and her cakes and all that? Okay, there she goes. All right, so we got that. And also another thing is I saw that there's a lot of weight. Well, there's more mass to her body in the upper chest area and the shoulder area, and then as she comes down the body, it's a little bit like it gets narrower into the hips and the legs. Was that Mom's body shape, please?
Yes.
All right, so I think we have Mom here except for the gambling. Okay, so the sister must have popped in for a moment there. Okay, 1 second here. She's showing me something new. There's something about her eyes being blue. Would you understand Mom's eyes being blue or something? I see blue suddenly.
No, but I know she was crying the day before I left.
Oh, so there's the blue. All right. She loves you very much. There's also a boy in spirit with her. She says there's a son. She won't tell me who it is yet. Mom? There's a son of hers. That would mean that she lost a son. Okay. Would you understand anything about that, please, Jackie?
No.
Okay. Well, does anybody in the family lose a son, honey?
Yeah, my brother did.
Okay. So it is her grandson. Okay. All right. So we got that. We got mom with a son. It is a son of hers, but it's a grandson. Okay. He's there. And she loves you very much. I'm going to go to a personal message, honey, so that we can move on, love. And I want to thank you, Jackie, by the way, so much for calling in today. Mom, do you want to get, and by the way, there was a name like a Millicent or an M name. Okay. Would you understand that name for anyone, please, Jackie?
I do understand a military.
All right. All right. Let me just now. All right. Mom says she loves you very, very much. She says you're very kind to have let her come in today. She also says something about you and the home and housekeeping. You, Jackie. Hold on. You're always cleaning, she says. You're very, very clean around the house. She's cute, your mother. She's saying, enough already. You've done enough of that, taking care of your home. Now it's time to get on with your life. It's like as if you've gone through a renovation or something. Would you understand that? A renovation of the home or some kind of construction in the home, please, Jackie?
Yes, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm preparing for that.
Oh, I guess okay. Well, she's maybe saying enough already. Let's get going with it because you're cleaning and you're getting things ready. So she's letting you know she's around, darling, and she's watching you. And I hope that that message was healing to you.
Yes, it is.
All right, sweetheart. I'm going to have to let you go now because I want to get to some other people, darling. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. All righty then. So let's move on to the next person who's waiting longest in the queue, which would be Keisha. Hi, Keisha. How are you, sweetheart? Keisha? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can I help you, please?
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hello? Go ahead.
Really want to move from the house I'm staying in. I feel kind of stuck. I've been here for a while, and I'm open to moving to another state, like LA or Atlanta.
All right.
Definitely moving out this house, and I'm trying to figure out how can I do it. I'm like, I need money, or I'm just really trying to figure out how can I get out of this house.
All right. And are you in New York? Because your area code is New York.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You don't like it anymore. All right. No, I don't blame you. I used to be in New York. Okay. Keisha, 646. Are you the person that's just went to law school?
Yeah, but I didn't. I have to take the bar.
Yeah, you didn't do it yet. Oh boy, but then you're gonna have to study. You're gonna, if you go to California, you're gonna have to go all over again. I mean, you have to practice for that bar and everything. All right, well, we'll see. All right, how can she get the heck out of New York?
Oh, you said it right.
Oh God, how can she get the heck out of New York? All right, Keisha 646.
Or out of this house.
Out of this house. Money, honey. Hold on. I'm just trying to see if there's any low-hanging fruit around you. Well, I'm getting something here. I want you, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Is the first part of this is, do you like? I'm getting you like the neighborhood you're in. It's not such a bad neighborhood. Maybe the house you don't like, but the neighborhood's not so bad. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, it's not that. It's the people. I'm living in a house with people that we don't get along. We never ever got along. I want to get out of this house.
Yeah, that's fine, honey. Don't tell me too much, love, because we don't want to spoil anything. All right. Now, are you in a neighborhood in Brooklyn or the Bronx or something? Feels like one of the B boroughs.
Yeah.
Which one? The Bronx?
Brooklyn.
Okay. It has a It has a nice community feel to it. And there are some other low-cost housing opportunities in the area. And so what I'm getting is sometimes the biggest change can come from the smallest move. In other words, looking around where you are. And that would allow you to get some equilibrium before looking for a bigger move. Because right now, you don't have any equilibrium. Okay, you know, you have too many things on your plate, so to speak. There's a lot of transitions in your life. All right, so stay in the neighborhood you're in. Find something closer to where you're living now, not that far away. As far as the easiest thing to do, this is what they're showing me. And as far as money goes, let me just see. You would be able to afford something that's in your neighborhood. I'm afraid to say what I'm seeing, because I have a funny feeling. What I'm getting is something that looks like it's a brownstone, but it has a finished lower level. One might consider it the lowest level to the home, but it's not it's not under the ground, so you'd feel like you're buried alive or anything. It's like that. It's the lowest level to this particular home, and it's very nicely appointed and finished, and it would be a sleeper. In other words, you might say to yourself, I don't want to live in that, because it says it's basement. But then when you go to see it, it doesn't look like basement, doesn't feel like basement. It's very, very nice. And it's near where you're living now. So that's what I suggest, is look in your neighborhood, look in local papers, look in on the bulletin board of some supermarkets there, and that you will find something close to where you are right now. I also feel that it won't have to be a permanent thing. It can be more month by month or a shorter term lease until you get yourself situated in your next home of what you really want to do. So it's more of a transitionary pad versus a permanent place. That's what I'm seeing, honey, and it's the best I can do for you today, Dawn.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go to Regina, who's waiting for a life question. Yes, Regina, what can I do for you, sweetheart?
Hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetie.
My question is, I am in the I'm in the process of looking for work since I left my temp job last Wednesday, and I just want to see what's the next step for me. Is something coming in? Hopefully soon. I will hope. To keep the flow abundance going.
Right. All right. Job for Regina in the Atlanta area. Hold on.
Yeah.
Susie B, by the way, has the same area code as yours. You should become best buddies. She probably already made friends with you in the background, knowing her. She's very friendly. Hold on. Regina,
90 seconds.
I'm getting interrupted because the show is ending. However, I will try to get to a couple more. I will try to get to a couple more people. Bear with me, everyone. So, Regina, 678 job. First thing I'm getting is to be a little flexible, because one of the things I'm hearing you're thinking is, I don't want to travel too much for work. Like as if you've been there, done that.
60 seconds.
And whatever you're trying to find needs to be conveniently located for you. They're saying you may have to take something again that's farther than you like, but continue to look for something closer to home. So it looks to me like you're not going to get that wish right away. But it's going to see if you're a little flexible on that for the short term. In the longer term, you can still work on that goal, because in the longer term, you will be able to get something closer to home. Okay, in the longer term, you will be able to get something closer to home. Something about this is kind of interesting. Do you have a church or something that you go to a lot?
Somewhat. It's like two churches.
10 seconds.
I go back and forth.
Okay, well, I think the one that's going to be close to home will have something to do with a church. So it may not be able to open up right away, but use your contacts. Okay, so if you haven't looked into either of those churches, maybe it's office help they need or something like that, something to do with the church. Okay, so but yeah, but shorter term for just to get some money in the pocket, you may have to go a little farther than you want. But longer term, you will be able to get something closer home. And the lead I'm getting is church, something to do with church. So if it's not in the church, then maybe somebody is advertising the church newspaper, or maybe somebody you know that goes to church. But I get this feeling church. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, there is somebody who has waited a huge amount of time, and that would be Elizabeth. And she's been here for almost, well, way longer than the, you know, Elizabeth, honey, you slipped to the bottom of the queue, and I didn't see you there. So go ahead, honey, fire away, and we'll see what we can do to help you. 915. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I've enjoyed listening to your show.
Thank you.
So my question is, it's regarding our business sales.
Is there? Give me a question.
Okay, so when will our business sell?
Okay, and so this is Elizabeth 915. When will the business sell? Yeah. Will it sell? When will it sell? You're very smart. God, you got it all going on. You're very organized. You're very equal rights thinker. You're very smart, very kind person. The business will sell. Hold on. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not seeing a date yet or a time yet, and I'm trying to find out why I'm not seeing any date. Hold on. There's something going on with this business that has to be addressed before it can sell. And it's an emotional thing. In other words, there's energy that holds it from selling. And that's why I can't see a date. I'm going to give you why I'm saying this in a moment, honey. It's a little bit more complicated an answer than you might have thought. So let's just see what's going on with the business. Okay. Is there a breakup in the family, love?
No, there's not.
Okay. Hold on. Is this a health and nutrition business, please?
No, it is not. It's sports.
It's sports related. Well, that is health, I guess, if you look at it as sports, but it's not for the purpose of health then. It's just a sports business. All right. Well, I feel somebody who's related to the business is not wanting to sell the business particularly. Do you have a son? Do you have a son?
I have 2 sons.
Okay. It seems like one of them wants the business. Okay. How old? It feels like your son is old enough, not that young anymore. The son I'm seeing. Would you have a?
Oh, well, that's news to me.
It feels like maybe he's thinking it's a family business. He doesn't want to lose it or something like that. Now, does he work? Do you have a son like is 23, 24? How old are your sons?
26.
26.
And that does make a ton of sense.
Okay.
He doesn't want us to sell because that means we're moving.
Good. All right, there you go. So there's something that needs to be addressed there. Okay, because somehow he's energetically there's something holding everybody back. Now, when I say energy, it could mean it's very subtle. You know, it could mean that maybe you're not pricing the business right for the market because you really are trying to solve this problem with your son. He doesn't want you to move. Blah blah blah. You know, there's a whole gamut of things that go on here, and there is a breakup in the family because that's your son feeling he's losing you guys. So there you go. All right, so there it all is. Now, so the when it has to do with oh, God, how do we solve this? So I don't have a good answer because we need to figure out what to do with your son and the feelings around this that will help you because I feel that you might even have a little tug there. You know, what is the right thing to do? You know, do you feel that way, Elizabeth, that you might feel like, you know, well, I wish there was a better solution or I'm sorry I have to go, but I do want to go. Do you have anything like that going on with it?
Okay, so my son moved out and he's getting married in November. He's already moved out. He already purchased his new home.
Okay.
But I have two sons, like I said, and I think I've spoiled them tremendously, my husband and I.
Okay.
And so his fiance told me that secretly Christian really didn't want you to go.
Oh.
That's my son.
Yeah.
But that's too bad. We don't like where we're living. Our customers are wonderful. We're grateful for all of that. But it's time to move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Currently, we're in Texas, and we want to move to Oklahoma. That's
All right.
open a new business there.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say yet. There's always a solution, but I just don't have it just at the second. Let me just see what I can do with this. Elizabeth wanting to move, sell the business. Okay. So this is very simple, actually. You should address, yeah, it's very simple. You need to have a little talk with him, a heart-to-heart. And that will resolve that energetic conflict, and it will allow him to let go of it and to grow up a bit, which, by the way, would be good for everybody involved, including his fiance. So it needs to be a heart-to-heart, and once you have that heart-to-heart and he comes to agreement and he starts to resolve it in his own mind, I think the business will sell shortly after that. It won't take too long. October the latest. October the latest. Okay, sweetheart.
That makes a ton of sense, and that was a thought in my head. Like something's off. So now I know what it is.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. It's never what you think it is. It's like I feel like I'm a detective. Okay, my dear, you have a beautiful, blessed day. Okay, love.
You too. Thank you for taking my call. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much for calling in. If you'd like a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. And if you put radio show in the event code field, you will obtain a third more time for free. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.